Welcome back, students. In this tutorial we are going to be working with our pen tool in order to create some bends and shapes. We call it the Benzie tool that we're going to use. And the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and create a new document. And I'm just going to go ahead and pick a 5x7 vertical piece. And the tool that we're going to want to work with is our quick tools over here is going to be the pen tool. And the pen tool is used because when we are working in Adobe Illustrator, we're working in a format called vector. And vector is a little bit different than what we used in Photoshop, where in Photoshop we are working with pixels. And here, vector is really working with the bends of lines to create items. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure that I go ahead and select my pen tool, and I'm going to go ahead and make one click with my left select. I'm going to go ahead and click, make a straight line across to the right, and I'm going to click, and then holding on to it I'm going to go ahead and drag it up to create this arc. Then this is the center of my piece and my bends here. I'm going to click to go back to that piece. I'm going to come out again, and I'm going to click, and I'm going to drag to make another arc. And I'm just going to continue on with that process. I'm going to click and drag and come to the center and click and drag. And it's okay if they're not perfect because we're learning, and click and drag one more time until it's all across the page. When I'm done, I can go ahead and come back to my selection tool in order to then see this new pattern that I have created. The next thing that I want to do is using a line to segment, because I just want to show you, oops, not what I wanted. I'm going to take the pen tool and I'm just going to create just a line from one end to another, and I'm using the line as kind of my middle ground. I'm going to come back to the pen tool, oops, and I'm going to go ahead and start, and this time I'm going to click where we were, same process, and holding on I'm going to drag down. The difference for this one is I'm just going to go ahead and instead of coming back to that center to click, I'm just going to go ahead and come back to my line and click there, and then come back and drag. And instead of going to the center, I'm just going to drag it up. And I could go all the way up here if I wanted to, but then of course that makes a straight click down here. And to go back, a quick go back is going to be your Control Z. Control Z is your best friend. And I'm going to go ahead and do it one more time. And I'm going to click and drag it up. So now I have this Benzie curve that is within this line piece. Up and over, up and over. The easiest of the Benzies, obviously, is going to be the straight point, where I just go ahead and I click, and I'm left clicking to all of those kind of straight points to create a sort of mountain range type line. We can use Benzie curves to do a lot of things in making shapes and lines, and so it is a really good tool to practice with and to work with. In the next few assignments, when we do some tracing, those Benzie curves and using them are going to become even more important. So this is just an introduction to you. Your assignment is to recreate this, and you can again follow the instructions as you did. You're going to go ahead and save your assignment by going File and then Save As. And this particular assignment is going to be Save As your Benzie line. And so go ahead and save it. When you save this document, I'm asking that you save it as a PDF. You are then going to post it into the learning system as a PDF file so it is easy for me to open. If you post it as an Illustrator file, it does take me a little bit longer to open, so I would appreciate it if it was in a PDF format. If you have any questions in regards to doing Benzie lines and this particular assignment, feel free to contact me. Have a great one. Enjoy the Benzie lines.